Black White Soul, and this is my review of NXT. Really short opening match. Tyler Breeze versus Angelo Dawkin. Doesn't really give you any taste of Angelo Dawkin. He's a big guy, quite athletic. But this is just to get a squash for Tyler Breeze. He's going into a title match. I've got to assume it's going to be at the quarterly pay-per-view. And Tyler Breeze just showing off his vicious side. And again, attacking him after the match, clearing his ring, because he is gorgeous. Okay, Tyler Breeze cleared the ring because he wanted to have a talk. Shows a video of him costing Adrian Neville his match last week against Rusev, and he's like, that's not what I wanted to put. But I'm going to say, my music video has been nominated for the Oscars documentary category. And he's about to play it. Well, first of all, the crowd are saying thank you, Tyler, because it's a very smart crowd. But then Adrian Neville comes out looking quite dapper in a smart suit. And we all know promos aren't his best, but he gets off a good line in this. Tyler says, "Oh look, the director of The Hobbit is asking you for back on set." And Adrian Neville says, "That's funny, I just got a Snapchat from your mum." And it's just a classic line. They have a little brawl, Adrian gets the advantage, Tyler bails out of the ring. Can't wait for this match, these two are so good, can't wait for their in-ring. Yeah, and they're both sort of in-ring ready to come up. Adrian really needs to still work on those promo skills. Bless old Pac. The old Geordie accent is not really indicative of being understood, especially by Americans. But his in-ring is just so phenomenal. He could be an amazing part of a tag team, or if he gets the same manager. And Tyler Breeze, again, could be phenomenal on the main roster. But unfortunately, The Miz is kind of doing a similar gimmick to him at the moment. So he's best off waiting for The Miz to take his course with the gimmick. So then he can bring it in as his own and absolutely run with it. Okay, we get a good Divas match. We get Charlotte versus Becky Lynch. And it looks like Becky Lynch has dropped just the Irish jigging thing, because she's from Dublin, Ireland. And she now just comes out to sort of rock music. She's just high energy, babyface. She hasn't found her personality yet, but I think this is better than the Irish jigging one. And yeah, it's just a good solid match. It's not the kind of Divas match you'll see on Raw. This is more of what we should be seeing. Come on, WWE. You have such a good roster of Divas on NXT. I can't wait for them to come up to the main roster and show that a Divas division can be an entertaining, intense, good product. And Charlotte has been a fantastic champion, and she's frankly only been in the business for about a year. That's ridiculous to hear. But she's definitely sort of more babyface now. Good face versus face match, and of course Charlotte gets the win with the bow down to the Queen. Okay, the Ascension versus Jobbers. Ascension win. Looks like they're heading to something a bit more interesting, but they've been doing this for months now. I'm sick of it. Put them in matches with like main roster guys, bring them down. They've had like a little scuffle with the Usos, but not like a proper intense little match. They've proven they're good at squashing, that's fine, the crowd are with them, the crowd are yeah, as soon as they're hitting anything. But at least they've announced that there's going to be a tournament for the #1 contendership, which is good because then we can build up a team, because I can't think of a single tag team that's really at that level. Off the top of my head, I can think of the Vaudevillains and Enzo and Kaz. Enzo and Kaz, let's not swear at you there. Enzo and Kaz are probably the biggest babyface team on the roster, so I can see them going for the win. That's sort of the only team I can see going against them. Should be interesting. Then we'll see if they get a bit better in a longer match. We really need to see what they can do. Or either that, or it's time for them to go up. It would be fantastic for the Usos to win whatever match they're in at SummerSlam, and then just the Ascension attack them from behind, and then you've got a month to build up to a pay-per-view and a match between Usos and Ascension, the Ascension take it. That's what I'd like to see. Okay, it is the Mechanics versus the team of Mojo, Riley, and Bull Dempsey. So Mojo, who doesn't get awful, he stays awful. Versus a team called the Mechanics. Don't really know what their gimmick is. It's saying about being good ring mechanics, but it's kind of an insider term. Weird having it as a tag team name. It's not a great match. Not a fan of Mojo Riley. Bull Dempsey, just gotta win. Bit of waste. Didn't really show off anything from these guys. A very rare, sort of just bad match from TNA. We get a little backstage segment with Bayley. My god. I love this girl. She's so cute. I love her character. Innocent. Don't know if that just makes me sound goddamn creepy, but really good character. Her entrance is phenomenal with the inflatable wavy arm men. But yeah, she's going over the fact that she has pinned the NXT champion. It would be amazing if she could have a match and do it again, and then Charlotte walks in going, it's not like you're genetically superior. I like this arrogance. She's not full on heel, but she is arrogant because she is a Flair. So it looks like I think this is the direction they're going to go, and I can't wait. This is an interesting match, and it also brings up the other question: who's more attractive, Bayley or Charlotte? This has been a big, intense discussion, especially on the Law podcast. So let's see what people say. Okay, and our main event is Tyson Kidd versus Adam Rose. Anyone hearing this who's watched Adam Rose on the main roster will be sighing. But this was a damn good match. This is evidence that Adam Rose is a good in-ring performer, and it is just the WWE's Raw writers and that who are just fucking up. They are messing up this guy who's got a good character, because they're not giving him a storyline. Okay. Anyway, let's not get angry about that. Phenomenal match, back and forth. Showed both guys really good into this. Started off with a nice spot. Adam Rose on the outside gives Natty a lollipop, and then Natty has a taste of the lollipop. Tyson Kidd rolls out the ring, gets the lollipop, throws it away. It's like, that's been in his mouth. Starts a bit of tension, and then a very angry Tyson Kidd. Crowds are chanting, Natty's husband. Oh, I love the NXT crowd so much. I wish that could infect the Raw and SmackDown crowds more and more. But good match, and eventually Adam Rose gets a roll-up and pins Tyson Kidd. To keep this disgruntled Tyson Kidd going, Natty gets in the ring, goes to help him up. Tyson Kidd pulls away from her, and we're just left with these two looking at each other in the ring, showing the dissension between them. It's a good storyline. Tyson Kidd's got the biggest storyline on NXT at the moment, so I'm hoping this gives him a good push and then he can get a main roster story. Come on, what? He doesn't need to improve his wrestling. He's got a good solid promo he's now developed. This is a good storyline. When it concludes, I hope they bring him back up to the main roster. Until next time, it is TTFN.